Today, I want to show you how to create a Google Calendar event tied to your Google Classroom that has a Zoom link. What we're going to do is create that calendar event for your Google Classrooms, and you can make it the exact same link for each of those classrooms and each of those events. So you only have to worry about one link rather than a bunch of different ones. So let's get started. When you're in your Google Classroom page, notice this is my A period tech class. I'm going to go ahead and click classwork. That's at the top here, and Google Calendar is just below it. I'm going to click Google Calendar, and it brings me to my Google Calendar. What you'll notice is that on the left-hand side, you'll see now tech class A period, and I also have other classrooms, tech class B period, and so on. Every single Google Classroom has a calendar associated with it. So if you or your students do not see those calendars on the left-hand side, and remember, they should be checked so that you can see the events on them, make sure that they go back to their Google Classroom, and you as well, click Classwork and go to Google Calendar. And when you click that, it will show the calendar there for you. Let's go ahead and make our first class event. So I'm going to go ahead and make a class here. Let's say that A period class meets Monday at 9 a.m. or 9:30, whatever, 9 a.m. And I'm going to name it, I'll call it class, go to more options. And what I want to do is make it a Zoom meeting. So I can click make it a Zoom meeting and look at that. I get a link already. I get my default instructions here. Very helpful. Before I hit save, I can click on this next to this calendar. There's a drop down. You'll notice you have a ton of calendars in here probably, just like I do. So what you may want to do is just make sure that you're choosing the correct class. Like I know my A period class is supposed to meet at 9 a.m. on Mondays. So now that I'm sure of that, I'll hit save. And there you go. You've got your first class event. It's an event that meets at 9 a.m. and it has a Zoom link associated. And if I click that, I'll jump in and join it. But what if I want this to happen every single Monday? If I'm on the 6th of April, I can see it's here, but I flip ahead to the next week and it's not there. So I want this event to be recurring. I'll click the event and press the pencil. And when you're editing your event, there's an option that says does not repeat. Let's check that and change it to weekly on Monday and press save. And now all of a sudden, my A period class meets on Monday the 6th, again the 13th, again the 20th, and so on. Notice how that link 3341 stays exactly the same across them. So your students have one link that they're using to visit that class. Now my A period class meets Mondays at 9, but maybe it meets Tuesdays at 11:30. So I can click over here and just write class again. And this time I'm going to hit save for a second. Now I want this link to be the same for them. I don't want them to have to know a different link. So I'll click back into the first one and press the pencil. I want to grab the Zoom link from before and copy it. Go into my Tuesday event, my Tuesday class at 11:30 and press the pencil. And I'm going to paste that link in the location. So notice how this Zoom link is taking up the location part. I'm going to hit save for a second. So you can see both of these classes now have the exact same Zoom link. So this class is weekly on Monday, but this class I have not yet made weekly on Tuesdays. Let's click it and press the pencil. And remember, we can go up to where it says does not repeat. And I can change it to weekly on Tuesday. Before you know it, you're going to have all of your classes covered for every day of the week. What I want to make sure that you see, I'm just going to change the color of this calendar for B period so that you can really clearly see the difference. I can hover over it, press those three dots, and change it maybe to, let's say, tangerine. I need to make different events for my different sections of my class. So my B period class on Mondays might meet at 10 a.m. Notice how it's still on tech class A period. I need to click that and change it to B period. See how the color just changed because I changed the color of the B period calendar? I can call this one class as well and save it. What if I want to use the same Zoom link for that class? Guess what? You can. I'm going to click here, press the pencil. I can highlight this Zoom link, and in fact, because I copied it before, I don't really even have to keep doing that. It's already copied for me. I can press the pencil for this B period orange class, paste it in and save, and now my B period class on Mondays is set too. I'm sure you know what I have to do for this next part. If I want that to happen every Monday, I can click here, press the pencil, have it repeat weekly on Mondays at 10 a.m. And now my weekly calendar is coming together rather quickly. Let's say there's one day, like next Monday, where class is supposed to meet at 10 a.m., but it actually is going to meet at 10:15. It's going to be a little bit late and it's going to run a little bit longer than normal. I can click that event, press the pencil, change it this one time, 10:15 to 11:15, and save. And you're going to see an option, edit recurring event. This is a one-time deal. So I'm just going to leave it on this event. I don't want to change all of the following events. I don't want to change all of the events in my calendar, just this one time, and press OK. And what you'll notice is on April 6th, class meets at 10 a.m. On April 13th, class meets at 10:15, a little bit later. And I go to April 20th, and we're back to our normal schedule of 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I hope that you've learned now how to copy the same Zoom link so that your students don't get confused about where to go to meet with you for class.